What's up guys, how you doing? I go by the name of by.design. Welcome to my channel. This is the newest installment of my monthly format called Vinylty Fair, where I basically just walk you through my vinyl pickup for the month. Now the reason why I do this show is basically just because I really like vinyl records. To me personally, it is a very distinct, a very unique way of experiencing music. I talked about it before in like other videos that I released, but I have a pretty severe hearing disability, and I have a pretty good record player. I have really good headphones. I have a little bit of like an audio setup where I can like tune and tweak everything to the point where I am able to enjoy music the way I was able to use to before I basically got my impairment, right? And I mean, I'm just like so passionate about music, which is why I started this channel, right? That is why I have cranked out like I think 27 videos like last month. Because again, I just love music and experiencing and discovering new music for myself, right? And again, I'm hoping that through this channel maybe I can expose some people to like some new artists they haven't checked out yet. And again, just in general, show my love for the craft, right? So yeah, all the records that I will be showing you today are the records that I picked up in June. I usually do like only online shopping. There are no like real big stores in the area that I live in. But here in Germany, we have the biggest like online retailer, or in general like retailer for vinyl in Europe, all the way over in Berlin, which is by far too far away for me to travel there. So I do like almost all my shopping online, right? I mean, I'm gonna try to shorten the format a little bit. I'm still gonna talk about like why I got them, what my favorite song is on there and all that stuff, right? But I mean, the last video was I think 25 minutes long or something. And like, to be fair, it got 0 views, right? But again, I just like doing it. I really like actually enjoy doing content and again talking about music, so I just want to keep the format alive, right? Even though again no one is watching it, but man, who knows, right? Maybe someone will stumble upon it and will like it. And again, all I want to do is just like spread the good word of music, right? So the first record that I want to talk about is specifically to me a very interesting find. It is by an Italian artist called Sandro Brugnolini, and it is basically a soundtrack. It was commissioned to be basically made for a documentary, but it was apparently never released, and the music was kind of lost. And they basically recently just dug up all the old records and put it on a single LP release. It has 8 tracks on it. Side A has 4, side B has 4. I now still have it sealed. I just listened to it online. But yeah, this is like, especially if you're interested in like music production when it comes to like stemming it or sampling it, I think this is a one that is like super interesting, because it has a very like fusion style when it comes to like acid jazz, prog rock, bebop kind of shit. Like again, if you are a like more open-minded music fan, right, this is such an interesting release. Like again, just to listen to, or if you want to sample from it, I mean, like there's so much stuff on here. Again, if you stem it or sample it, that is like could be a super interesting frame for like a production. I think I got it for 20 bucks. I usually just try to only shop like vinyl when it's on sale, because again, life be expensive, right? And again, I mostly got it because I thought it was such an interesting release. And I mean, to be fair, I'm really eager to get back into music production. It was something that I dabbled in when I was like, I don't know, it was like 15 years ago or something. I mean, I had no idea what I was doing, right? I was just pressing buttons and seeing whatever came out of it. But I want to get more serious about it. I want to get back into it and like really educate myself on how to use software. I still have a couple of like MIDI controls lying around, like simple stuff, right? That was like cheap to get. But yeah, a lot of records in my collection I actually bought with the intent of like maybe one day I can sample from it. And again, just like basically for myself, right, put something together. But yeah, again, super interesting find. It is not a limited release or something, so it's probably like more broadly available if you're interested in it. Again, like all the names of the records and everything will be in the description down below. If you're looking forward to like listening to it or anything, you can just like search it up, right? So the next record that I want to talk about is like in the same vein of the first one, in which is like a very just interesting release. Also, this is a very special limited release. Now, this is a 1 LP release by an artist called James Dallas, and it is called Life Forms. Now, this is a really interesting like reissue of a formerly basically like private pressing vinyl, right? So this was basically manufactured for personal use only, so it was basically a like unique piece, right? There was only one record of it, and now 49 years later they basically reissued it, remastered it a little bit, and then put it out, right, for again a very limited amount of pieces. So I have the limited to 500 copies black vinyl edition. I know there is also a clear vinyl edition, which is listed at I think 150 releases. So they're like basically like a lot of other vinyls, collector's pieces, right? Which doesn't necessarily mean that they're like super valuable. I don't know how much I paid for it, like probably again like 20 or 15 bucks or something. But again, it is just such an interesting like piece of music history, right? Which for me is like one of the big factors why I like vinyl so much, right? I think it represents music history in a way that is like unprecedented, right? And again, having those like super rare releases, like those collector's vinyls, again, even though they're like not worth like super much, right? They're not an investment. Again, they're just made for basically people like me, right, who like to have a collection, to have this like piece of like basically music history, right? So yeah, it is a really cool find. It is a very again like jazz and funk heavy production, just again the sound, the 70s overall that I really like. Yeah, so this is a really cool collector's piece. Now the next two vinyls are basically a 2-for-1. I just gonna do them like at the same time because they're by the same artist, and again they were on like such a basically heavy discount that I got 2 for the price of 1. And I mean, if you're a fan of vinyl, if you're a fan of hip-hop, I don't think I need to introduce these artists to you. You will probably know them because we have A Tribe Called Quest. And again, I got 2 records for basically the price of 1. So we have Beats, Rhymes and Life, and we also have a remix album, right? Now I got both of these, not like necessary to like sample from it, but this is actually again just a very interesting piece of music history that I just wanted to have in my collection, basically. Just to listen to it, to enjoy it. And I mean, they're just absolute legends in the game, right? Again, I was born in '89, I grew up in the 90s, and American hip-hop was like so big back then here in Germany. And I mean, it is basically the sound that I grew up with, right? Again, I was like mostly raised on the music that my father was listening to, which was like super 60s, 70s jazz, right? But again, it is the base for what like turned into the hip hop sound that we were getting in like the 90s, right? Because they were sampling from all those like 70 records, right? So yeah, I think it's just basically a little bit of nostalgia for me. And again, just a really cool piece to have in your collection if you're just like basically a hip hop fan, right? So the last two records are very fitting to the rest of my channel here. It is basically what I listen to every single day, because they're both K-pop releases. Now, the first one, again, pretty apparent, I just had to get it, is Rosé's album. Now I've gotten the, I think it is the just pink vinyl, right? The pink limited one. Yeah, there are a bunch of different versions of this album, not only when it comes to the sleeve, but also when it comes to the vinyl itself. Again, I've gotten the pink one because I just wanted to be like on theme with like all my other Blackpink releases that I have, right? But yeah, I also think this is like basically the coolest sleeve, the cool sleeve art basically. It is just her, and then also on the back we have like a, yeah, just her with the pink again. I think it's just the coolest sleeve. Again, I will probably put it like back here, yeah, back here, like on my stand somewhere. Also, I'm gonna switch those out from like time to time now. I only have like the always the same background. I have like so much vinyl that I want to show off. I'm probably gonna like change it up from time to time, and this is like one I can put up there, right? I mean, it is a very like classic pop release, not like super K-poppy when it comes to the sound of it. And I'm usually not like the biggest fan of like classic Western pop music. But again, it is a limited piece. It is Rosé. Blackpink was one of the groups that got me into K-pop. So I was like, yeah, it's going into my collection, bitch. And staying on the theme of Blackpink, we cannot have Rosé's album in pink without having Jisoo's album in pink as well. Now, I stayed away from the heart-shaped limited edition vinyl of this release, even though it would have been probably a way cooler piece in my collection. And maybe I'm just getting it for fun as well. I don't know yet. If I have $60 to spare, sure, why not, right? But I just wanted to get the like normal pink limited edition. I don't know how many of there are there out there right now, but yeah. I mean, also Jennie's album is gonna come out in August on vinyl. I'm thinking about getting the Korean version actually, even though I will have to pay double for it. But again, it would be just a really cool piece, and then I would have all four. Like I have Lisa's album, now I have Rosé's and Jisoo's album, and then I would have also Jennie's album, so I just can put them all side to side, right? But yeah guys, this is basically my vinyl haul for the month of June. Again, I tried to keep it a little bit shorter, maybe to pique a little bit more interest in the format. Again, if it gets 0 views, then it gets 0 views, and is what it is, right? But again, I just want to have fun talking about music, and this is fun for me, right? And this is what this channel is supposed to be about me having fun with music, right? But I mean, if you found something on here that you enjoy, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know if you picked something up this month that you really liked. Again, you can check in the description for all the titles of all the LPs that I showed you today. And also, I'm just gonna get out of here right now. It is 38 degrees Celsius outside today. It is 30 degrees currently here in my office. I don't have AC. I'm just dying right here. So yeah, this is supposed to be a monthly format. I want to put it out on every single last day of the month. I know it is the 1st of July today, my apologies, but again, I know that no one is looking out for the show, so you know, basically being one day late ain't too bad, right? But yeah guys, I think I'll leave it here. If by any chance you like the video, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like the vibes over here. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to catch you guys on the next one, right? Bye.